The video addresses viewers who fall into three emotional categories: those with emotional baggage, those under family and societal pressure, and those exhibiting toxic patterns. The first category includes individuals unable to move on from toxic relationships, past mistakes, or broken friendships, causing lingering pain and regret. The second category encompasses those desiring personal growth, such as becoming a content creator or entrepreneur, yet feeling constrained by societal expectations and parental pressure. The third category involves individuals who struggle with overthinking, constant comparisons, or an urge to control situations and people around them, leading to inner turmoil. The speaker emphasizes the necessity of letting go of these burdens to live freely, comparing it to a kite trapped by an entangled string, unable to soar high until the confusion is resolved. The video suggests watching another video by Divya Kriti, underscoring the importance of self-management before attempting to navigate external challenges. The concept of the art of letting go is introduced as a key solution, with an imperfect acquaintance or burdensome relationship advised to be discarded if it brings more harm than good. Once again, the idea is reinforced: before one can control the world, one must learn to control oneself. To guide viewers through this process, the speaker references Dr. David Hawkins's book, Letting Go: The Pathway of Surrender. Hawkins is known for his extensive research into emotions and human suffering, culminating in his creation of the map of consciousness. The video promises to share 7 lessons gleaned from his psychiatric experience, plus a simple 4-step exercise for identifying and releasing emotional pain. The first lesson centers on the power of surrendering. Using an allegory involving baboons trapped by their desire for SA. The speaker illustrates how the animals become ensnared while holding tight to their resource, unable to escape the trap. This metaphor highlights the futility of clinging to what does not serve us. Much like the baboons, individuals may find themselves shackled by their own attachments and reluctance to let go. The overall message of the video is that letting go is essential for personal freedom and growth. Each viewer is encouraged to reflect on which category they fall into, evaluate the emotions that are holding them back, and embrace the art of letting go. Through practical advice and relatable storytelling, the video aims to motivate individuals to rise above their emotional constraints and embrace a more liberated existence. By delving into the teachings of Dr. Hawkins, viewers are equipped with tools to process their feelings, learn to surrender, and ultimately, navigate life with a newfound sense of clarity and purpose. In conclusion, the speaker urges viewers not to let emotional baggage, societal pressures, or toxic patterns dictate their lives. By learning the art of letting go, individuals can reclaim their agency and begin to soar like the kite that escapes its string. The journey to emotional freedom is framed as not just beneficial but essential for personal fulfillment and happiness. Monkeys display a unique behavior when it comes to resourcefulness, particularly when they are thirsty. They diligently search for water sources, and when they find them, they do not hesitate to guide ancient African people to these sources, even amidst the stress of thirst. This behavior exemplifies determination, as the monkeys hold on to their discovery, showcasing an interesting parallel to human lives. Humans often become attached to what they perceive as valuable, including emotions, which can lead to negative consequences when they refuse to let go. In many instances, humans cling to emotions like anger, fear, or guilt, much like the monkey who wouldn't release its grip. Such attachment can result in harm, preventing individuals from moving forward. Surrendering and being willing to let go can bring about liberation and a fresh start. A historical illustration of this phenomenon is drawn from World War II, specifically the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. In this case, Japan was losing the war but refused to surrender, prompting the use of devastating bombs. After the war, there was a soldier named Hiro Onoda who, despite the unconditional surrender of Japan, chose not to relinquish his battle mindset. He lived isolated in the forests, ignoring the reality of defeat for 29 years, which significantly impacted both his life and that of his family. His attachment to his mission ultimately led to wasted years and emotional suffering for himself and his loved ones. From this, the lesson emerges: surrendering can sometimes serve a greater good. Emotions can be viewed as energy. When attempting to control or suppress emotions, people may find it fruitless, akin to trying to push a buoyant ball underwater, which will eventually resurface with force. The natural tendencies of emotions will surface, and exerting force to suppress them often leads to energy loss, anxiety, and turmoil. Thus, it becomes crucial to respect and manage emotions rather than attempting to control them aggressively. Another significant point discusses two individuals, Raman and Shyam, who both suffer job losses and face their emotions differently. Raman succumbs to negative feelings, shame, guilt, fear, and anger, which paralyze him in a cycle of remorse and embarrassment. In contrast, Shyam experiences similar initial emotions but eventually fosters a sense of acceptance and determination. He motivates himself to move on by embracing courage and positivity, seeking new opportunities and engaging with the world. By analyzing their paths, it becomes evident that emotional responses can greatly impact a person's journey. Shyam's ability to transition from negative emotions to higher vibrations, such as love and joy, enables him to rebuild his life more quickly than Raman. The concept of energy levels in emotions highlights this differentiation. Negative emotions tend to anchor individuals at lower energy levels, while higher emotions elevate one's state and potential actions in life. In conclusion, the lessons derived from monkeys and individuals like hero Onoda, Raman, and Shyam emphasize the importance of recognizing when to let go, surrendering to circumstances, and understanding the power of emotions as energy. Being able to manage these emotions clearly influences an individual's ability to navigate challenges and enhance personal growth. Through conscious awareness and modification of emotional responses, one can shift from stagnation to empowerment, illustrating a profound pathway for self-improvement and well-being. In tall buildings, lower floors typically have less value than higher ones, where the environment feels better due to factors like wind. This analogy applies to our emotions as well. Negative feelings correspond to lower emotional states, while uplifting emotions are akin to the higher floors. Unfortunately, the majority of people reside in these baser emotional states, while a small percentage experience more positive energy. It's crucial to be aware of your emotional GPS and consciousness map to understand where you stand emotionally. By cultivating compassion towards yourself, you can elevate your emotional state. A key point is to observe your emotions without identifying with them. Often, when people express anger or frustration, they say, "I am angry," or "I am worried," which can be detrimental. This statement implies that they are defining themselves by their emotions. Rather, one should recognize that while emotions are part of the human experience, they do not define the self. To say, "I am angry," risks creating a lasting identity around that emotion, leading to ongoing frustration when that feeling dissipates. Using a metaphor, think of life as a movie. We better understand films when we allow scenes to unfold without getting fixated on one moment. Similarly, in life, if you latch onto your emotions, it can hinder your ability to see the bigger picture. Your mind resembles a movie screen where thoughts and feelings play out, and if you immerse yourself in the emotional scenes, clarity fades. Instead, take a step back and simply acknowledge, "I am feeling this," fostering observation rather than identification with the emotion. Furthermore, releasing attachment to outcomes is essential for freedom. An example from a popular series illustrates this: when a character grips a pigeon too tightly, it dies; conversely, if held too loosely, it escapes. This analogy applies to our attachments. If we cling too tightly to achievements or expectations, it can lead to pain and emotional distress, as seen in the unfortunate case of a content creator who felt worthless when follower counts declined. Striking a balance is crucial. Excessive attachment can cause mental strain, while too little attachment may lead to stagnation or lack of growth. Lastly, it's important to recognize that higher emotional states are our natural birthright. A powerful message in this context encourages individuals to aspire toward these elevated emotional states, understanding that they are not only achievable but deserving. Balancing emotional engagement, awareness, and detachment can lead to a more fulfilling existence, allowing one to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. Embracing this balance leads to personal growth and greater happiness, aligning with the idea that we all have the potential to rise to higher emotional and spiritual levels in our lives. A boy presents a simple pencil as a gift to a delighted child, who responds with exuberance, illustrating that true happiness doesn't require extravagant possessions. The boy questions the child's joy over a mere pencil, leading to a reflection on the intrinsic nature of happiness found within us from a young age. The narrative suggests that genuine contentment doesn't stem from external wealth or lavish items but rather resides within, awaiting our realization. It's emphasized that negative emotions often cloud this inner happiness, similar to how clouds can obscure sunlight even when it's still present in the sky. The negativity like anger, frustration, and anxiety can interfere with our ability to fully experience joy. To reclaim this happiness, one must learn to manage negative emotions effectively. The process of letting go of negativity is outlined in 4 steps. The first step is to allow negative energy to surface without resistance. Just like preventing a firecracker from exploding can cause harm, resisting emotions can exacerbate them. By permitting the negative feelings to come, you create space for them to dissipate naturally. The second step involves staying with these emotions. Often, when negativity arises, there's a tendency to seek immediate relief, which can create restlessness. However, similar to how cars find their way through traffic, negative emotions are temporary and will eventually pass if one can simply be present with them. Next is the step of letting the energy flow. Concentrating too much on negativity can impede its natural progression. Just as clouds pass through the sky, acknowledging that emotions will likewise come and go can help facilitate their release. It is crucial to recognize and allow this flow of energy to move through you. The final step is observing these emotions with a sense of non-judgmental awareness. By lovingly observing how emotions arise and dissipate, one finds it easier to regulate them. It's common to feel trapped in anger or sadness, believing they are permanent, yet such feelings are transient by nature. After some time, those heavy emotions will shift. Mastery of these 4 steps requires practice. While the concepts are straightforward, implementing them into daily life can be challenging for many. It's mentioned that many people fail to engage in this practice, preventing them from attaining emotional control. To assist individuals in learning these valuable techniques, an invitation is extended for a 21-day challenge that includes a free master class. In this session, the practical application of the 4 steps will be demonstrated. The speaker shares personal experiences of applying these strategies in their life, illustrating their effectiveness. Ultimately, the message conveys that happiness resides within, and through dedicated practice, individuals can unlock it by navigating their emotions effectively.